Okay, so here we go. All right, everybody. Shit, there's not very many people in. There's not very many people here tonight. I know I'm going up against two people that usually watch. Oh, you put convict cuts up. I'm going up against two people that are on right now that usually we all watch. They watch this. Our subs, watch the same shows. Anyway, it doesn't matter. It's recorded.
Right on.
So I just want to. Tonight, I have a guy that I've known. I did time with. We were at Terre Haute FCI together. You might have seen him on Blood on the Razor Wire. What that was last year, Mike?
Yeah, it's been about a little over a year ago.
Okay. It's Mike Miller, and he agreed to come on at the last second, and I appreciate it. I appreciate you coming on, Mike. Okay, so well,
Ain't no
let's start.
problem. I'm used to being a last resort anyway. You know what I'm saying? I've been Plan B for a long time.
Well, the truth is, you do call me from time to time to check up on me to see what's going on,
Yeah,
and
you
then
know,
if
I like touching base with guys that I've done time with, man, just to see how they doing, just to see how they faring out here, in today's society, because it's a crazy world we live in, man. It's a lot different than, the shit that we used to being locked up. And fuck, I still struggle with that shit. My old lady, she be telling me all the time, baby, you ain't in prison no more. You don't got to do that. I'm like, well,
I can see, like, if I don't respond to you or call you back, then it's like you like do more because it's like I'm fucking up or something. You know what I mean? I noticed that.
yeah.
I've seen that pattern with you.
I like,
Anyway,
like I said, I like to hear about people doing good, man, because really people just think we just a statistic. They think because we've been in prison, we a fuck up. Nah, we just fucked up. We ain't a fuck up. You know what I mean? Like, like I tell people, man, I'm not a bad person. I just made some bad choices, made some bad decisions. That's all.
yeah. How old are you right now?
I'm 43. Up until next month, I'll be 44 years young.
Okay, so how much of your adult life have you been incarcerated?
About 13 years.
Have you? And
Yeah.
what's the longest stretch out of that?
About 8 I did in the feds.
Okay, that's when we met.
Yep.
Oh shoot!
Look, busy man. Look, you Mr. Popularity.
No, this is. I know who this is going to be. Hello.
I hate
What's
when my
up?
phone rings.
Hey,
What?
it's Erica.
You're on live.
Oh shit. Well, no, get me off live.
I'm doing a live right now. I can't.
This is personal.
Okay, I'll call you back.
Bye.
Huh.
Oh shit. Well, that's not good. Anyway, okay. So anyways, I'm sorry. I just gelled out because I was thinking about she's going to try to call, but I'm not going to. I'm not going to get it. Anyway, so tell me, let's do some background on you. Let's start when you were young. So, where are you from originally?
Originally from Danville, Illinois.
Okay.
Lived there,
So,
lived there till I was probably about 14 and moved to Tennessee.
where'd you live in Tennessee?
Outside Nashville, Murfreesboro.
Okay. So, when did you first start getting in trouble with the law? I guess you'd say.
I think for my first encounter with the law, on record, is when I was like 10 years old. I beat up a little neighborhood kid, man, that was being a little punk, and he was bullying little girls and bullying some people, and I beat him up, and the cops came, and my mom said, well, I'm going to send you to your grandpa's. So that didn't last very long.
So, you didn't do no juvenile time or nothing like that,
I,
right?
juvenile time, shit. When we moved to Tennessee when I was 14, and about a month after I turned 15, I got locked up in juvenile. I did basically for treatment shit, being unruly, failing drug tests for being on probation for curfew, um, shit like that. I got lucky and got away with some major shit and got caught up on the dumb shit.
Yeah. Okay. So, what's the first time you went down? What happened? What was it for?
Uh, Shit. First time I went as a juvenile.
Or as an adult? Let's do an adult.
I did. First thing as an adult was I just got out of lockup when I was 18 because I was locked up from 15 to 18 as a juvenile, in and out of like treatment facilities, group homes, shit like that. And I just run away from all of them because I'm like, fuck it, they ain't got no super security. I'm gone. So I take off and then I get caught and go back and shit. I've been to I think 16 different placements in the state of Tennessee when I was in Tennessee Department of Children's Services custody. I turned 18 in September of 97. No, yeah, I turned 18 in 97, October of 97. I got busted with some weed and got put on probation. And then called a real serious case and beat it at preliminary hearing. And then April of 98, called a felony weed case. And then November of '98 caught a robbery case that sent me to the joint. So.
And that was state of Tennessee?
Yep.
What'd you do off that? How much time?
Shit, 5 on a 6.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, I was the fuck up. Yeah, I had to learn the hard way.
Right.
Did 2 years on max for gang activity, assault with a deadly weapon. So.
Okay, so tell me, so when did you first get involved in gang life? Or how did it start? What happened?
Where I grew up at, everybody around there, was affiliated, and it was part of the thing to do. And I was about 12 years old, almost 13, and got involved with gangs and got involved with all that shit. And it just, some good came out of it, but really just a lot of stupidity came out of it.
Sure. So, okay, did you grow up in an area? Was it predominantly white, mixed? I mean, what was it?
Probably a little bit of both. Some of the areas I lived in was, at times when I was a kid was, there wasn't very many white families. And then there were some areas where it was maybe half and half. I can never say I just really ever lived in an all white neighborhood. Now
Right.
I do.
Okay. Now you do.
Yeah.
Okay, so what I'm getting at on the street, was it a normal for a white guy to be? So the gang was the Vice Lords. Is that correct?
Right.
Is that
Yeah,
okay?
Yeah.
Okay, I kind of stopped. It's on the titles. So anyway, so is it common for white guys in that area to become Vice Lords?
In Illinois, it's fairly common. When I moved to Tennessee, I didn't really encounter too many white vice lords, but I'm not saying that it's not. But in Illinois, it's more known, more prevalent because you have a lot of white kids that grow up in a minority neighborhood, so.
And when you went down, you're a member of the Vice Lord, the first time state prison, and how was that? So with the other whites from Tennessee compared, how did that all work out?
Man, some of them was cool with it. Some of them didn't like me. Some of them called me a race traitor and this, that, and the other. But they would never say it to my face. They'd always say it behind my back. But I don't give a shit, man. I'm me. I'm okay with me. So.
Sure. Yeah, sure. I tell people, okay, so I'm older than you by 10 years. So when I was younger, especially like in California, everything's clicked up white, black, Hispanic or whatever. And even when I went to Leavenworth in '97, there were no white guys that were running black, so to speak, or hanging out with black. You know what I'm saying? That didn't happen at Leavenworth at that time. It did shortly thereafter, but it was uncommon to see. You know what I mean?
Right.
And actually, I mean, to be truth be told, dudes were getting smashed if that was the case. There's 2 guys that I know of. One of them was Terry Brown, who's a GD, great guy, and Matt, whatever. I think he was a Vice Lord too. But the first time I saw white guys in these type of gangs, so to speak, non white supremacist gangs, I guess you would say, was in Lewisburg, and that was in 2002. But now you went down in Tennessee, did 5 years. What happened after that?
Shit, I got out and man. In the first 8-9 months, man, I hit the ground running, man. I was wide open. You couldn't tell me shit. I had
How old were you?
Shit, 24 years old, man. I had too much juice to really, you know what I'm saying? And because when I was in the joint, man, I was with the shit. I didn't give a damn, you know what I'm saying?
Sure.
I didn't care. You know what I mean? I didn't give 2 fucks. I didn't have no kids, no responsibilities. I was getting it however, and then I felt like I had something to prove. So, of course, me being a knucklehead, shit, anytime something get ready to go down, I'm front line.
For sure you are. Okay, so when we met, you're on your 3rd bid. Is that when you went hit
second?
The second?
Yep.
Okay, so that was a gun charge, wasn't it?
Gun and dope. Yep. Gun was circumstantial, man. They took a pistol off of my ex-old lady in a traffic stop, and they found my DNA and fingerprints on it. They said they know at some point I had to have handled the pistol.
Constructive possession.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So you started off at the Terre Haute complex at the USP, right?
Yep. Did a year over there, and then my points dropped. I got my detainers and all that shit straightened out that they was trying to jack my points up for, and got all that straightened out. Went across to the street to the FCI and did shit little over 5 there.
Yeah. So at the FCI, want to talk about that? How your time was there and what you did as far as what you became and your work and everything? Go ahead.
My ass off up in that motherfucker, man.
You've worked Unicor pretty much the whole time, did you not?
For the most part, I got there in February, and I think maybe April I got a job out there in Unicor. Worked out there on the bag line for a while, and then kind of, some of the cops there didn't like me because they knew that I was affiliated, even though I wasn't on count. They still didn't like me, and so when the bag line was over, they thought they was gonna be slick, put me on the parachute line. When the parachute line was over, and I didn't have a job for about a month, and then finally one of them came in. Arsenio's motherfucking ass came in and said, "Hey Miller, Mr. Atterbury needs a mechanic out there in the Terry mill, man. Go holler at him." I said, "Oh, y'all did me a solid finally." So.
Yeah, I mean you were one of those guys. The guys that get into Unicor and really want to program. I mean, do you think Unicor's a good thing?
I think it was. I think it was because it helped me to, the accountability thing of getting in the routine, getting up, going to work. You know what I'm saying? That kind of shit. It helped as far as that. It also helped me to remember to be humble sometimes because before I worked for myself, so I really didn't have nobody to answer to other than the homeowner who was cutting a check. So dealing with Unicor, it was more of a gearing me up for society to know that there's a motherfucker above me that's gonna make a decision. I gotta, whether I like it or not, upper management, if they make a decision, I gotta run with it. But I think all in all, it was a good experience. I wouldn't say it was a bad experience. And hell, it helped me eat up a lot of my time. I mean, shit, 2017, y'all hardly ever even see me.
Right, and I should note that you were known as being like a really, really good worker as far as amongst the Unicor staff and stuff like that. Right. I mean, I know that for a fact. Yep. So, you know what? While we're talking about Unicor, that'd be some fun. Explain, if you can, how dudes go to Unicor and they lose their fucking heads for their jobs and they like the culture at Unicor. Explain how that is to people that wouldn't understand.
Well, look, a lot of it with that I've noticed with a lot of them Unicor dudes, right? They get so, because you have to interact with the cops all the time. You know what I'm saying? So they think that, I guess they get it in their head that them cops are their buddies. Man, they're still a fucking cop. You know what I'm saying? You're an inmate, they're a cop. They go home, you don't. They're not your fucking friend. Yeah. And some of them dudes, man, they think, just like at Mike Cummins, man, that man thought he ran a fucking Terry mill, and we get all kinds of sideways if you try to do something out of the way. I'm like, hold the fuck on, dude. Look, you a fucking inmate just like me, bro. You ain't gonna tell me what I can and can't fucking do. You ain't no cop.
Yeah.
But no, you're right though. But a lot of it, I've noticed with a lot of them dudes, man, that would be their only source of income. You know what I mean? So they didn't want to lose it. So because they didn't want to lose that job, the cops would extort that fact sometimes. You know what I'm saying? And they might not want to lose a job for various reasons. To supply a habit. They might actually really be trying to take care of their kids on the street. They might just say, fuck it, and want to put that money up and save it for when they get home. But they don't want to lose that opportunity, because there's so many motherfuckers that was trying to get into Unicor.
Yeah.
So,
so would you agree that Unicor, like there's guys that don't tell on their case and all of a sudden they work at Unicor and start telling just for reasons like you just said?
Would I agree that it happens? Yeah, absolutely. I agree that it happens. I've seen it happen. It happened to me.
I was trying to put it nice.
Excuse me. Huh?
I can do a whole show about that.
Man, I can do a whole show about the shenanigans of Unicor.
Right? Oh my God, I was reading like a journal that I had the other day, and I was reading stuff about panic. I was writing notes about panic. Remember Panic?
Yeah, crazy ass Panic.
The whole drama Unicor he was creating. You know what I mean? Anyway, that's a whole different thing. But okay, so you started took a barbershop class. Was that after 2016?
When was that? No, I think I got my certificate in got my certificate in 16 because then I taught the next one. The next barbershop.
Okay, so was that didn't Charlie Daniels, whatever his name is, he came in and put those classes in? Was that one of them, or was that before he came? You remember when he made us all dressed?
Yeah, because it was before Jill. No, let me see. I don't remember because it was after RDAP, and I did RDAP in 15 or 16. But it was right after RDAP. I remember that. So yeah, but the class, man, it was I ain't gonna say it was a joke. You know what I'm saying? Because the textbook work was there. It was just a fucking pain in the ass trying to get the staff to let you in to you know what I'm saying, to let you in to do our lab hours, as they called it.
Sure,
And shit.
sure.
But you know, I had been cutting hair long before the barbershop though.
Oh, you were? Okay. Oh, yeah, that's right. You did. But okay, so that's when you got a certificate, got certified, right? Is that what it
Yeah,
was? Through
right.
the Department of Labor, right?
Right. Yep.
So, and that's, I've talked about this before, but that's a good point. They didn't give a damn about
We
those
ran the
classes.
class. The inmate
I
ran
mean,
in class.
and they just signed off. I mean, anybody, and I know you put your work in because you started taking the haircut and thing seriously. The barb, well, look at convict cuts, but
That you could actually check that out too on Facebook or Google. You know what I'm saying? It's up there. You know, Entrepro Negro right here started a little barbershop at the house.
Black Lives Matter, don't you know?
All lives matter. Shit, my dog's lives matter. You hear me?
Right on, right on. Okay, so you talked about being in the RDAP program.
Changed my life.
Did it really?
Changed my life.
Oh, you're being serious too, huh?
Fucking heart attack. I ain't blowing smoke. I'm serious.
Okay. No, so okay, tell me about RDAP. Tell me about your experience in RDAP.
It was great, man. I'm gonna tell you what, RDAP helped me get okay with me. It helped me to really look at myself and to really get to the core problems of what was making me tick, what was making me continue to be a fuck up. You know, so when I was in that program, I mean, you remember before the program, I was in the unit with you. I went to the program. I came back to the unit afterward, and you seen like there's a lot of good shit that came out of the RDAP program. Some of that shit was bullshit.
No,
the vast majority of the core of the program was great. If you really took it, used it, you know what I'm saying, and made it part of your life and applied it to your life, it'll change your life. And it did me. Sometimes I find myself even struggling out today. Shit, for the first 2 years I was home, I was going to see a fucking drug counselor afterward, aftercare shit. And she made me do RSAs and attitude checks. And I still, even sometimes to this day, I'll sit down and do one.
Really? Okay. So, I mean, I'm going to tell you, I read the material for RDAP when I was at Butner, right? Butner has a hardcore RDAP program.
Right.
I mean, they're super serious. Terre Haute, not so much. You know what I mean? Or they didn't appear to be. I wasn't in it. So I've just been going off of people's, what, have been told. And, the times I got high, the connects were mostly there. You know what I mean? A lot of different times. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Hey, I'll tell you what, this is one thing I can say about the RDAP program, right? The RDAP program, just like anything else in life, you're going to get out of what you put into it. You know what I mean? That's simple. And I'm going to be honest, man. Look, hey, I met a lot of good people while I was in prison, man. But hey, for real, man, fuck y'all. I want to be out here. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to be fucking back in there having to smell another motherfucking shit while we on lockdown. You know what I'm saying? Have an entire evening where I'm tired and I want to go to sleep, but I can't go to sleep because I got to wait for the fucking cop to come by and count. You know what I mean? Fuck all that shit, man. I'm good. I like being up right now. I'm sitting out here. I got a fire in my backyard. My old lady right here. The dogs running around. My daughter just come out here. You know what I'm saying? Don't nobody bother me. I don't bother nobody, man. I do whatever the fuck I want. If I want to, I can go in there and take a shit right now. I don't got to say, hey, Sally, you need a bag. You need to sell for a couple minutes. I don't got to do all that. I got my own fucking shitter in the basement.
Right. That's good, man. Yeah. I hear you, man.
But the biggest part of it is, man, look, I got 5 kids, bro. I can't be a fucking dad from a penitentiary visitation room. You know what I mean? And a lot of the problem, like with me, I would say a lot of what got me into trouble is my dad wasn't around. So, and I think me and you've even talked about this. A lot of the problem we have with today's society is these kids are growing up without 2 parents. They're growing up without a father or a mother or whatever. So, by me, if I'm doing dumb shit to take me out of my kid's life, I'm setting them up for failure.
Say that one more time. I was just reading the comments. Say that one more time.
If I'm doing dumb shit, to put me back in prison, then I'm automatically setting my kids up for failure.
Yeah, true that. Yeah, I hear you, man.
I don't want to see my kids go down the road I went down, man. You know what I mean? I don't, because it ain't nothing fucking fun about that shit. It's lonely, it's hard, it's rough. You know what I'm saying?
You know what, Mike? I'm going to tell you. So, I mean, you did a long time. So I'm not trying to take nothing away. I find myself missing the person that I was in prison. I'm saying I had more of a calm, cool, and collected head on my shoulders. You know what I'm saying?
That's because you
I
got too much on your plate right now.
I miss that person. I don't miss, because I've been asked this a lot, and it came up, I think, in my revocation hearing. Like, some people miss prison. I don't miss the joint, but I damn sure miss the person I was. Even you see me when I've been strung out sometimes or on a run. You've seen that.
I've
And you
seen,
see me
the
bounce.
highs and the lows of Rob
Yeah,
Roscoe.
you have, for sure. For sure, you've been there. And I mean, you see me mope and be happy over Marta, whine over Marta. You've seen that all go down yourself. But I can honestly say that that's fucked up. I'm trying. I'm on a point right now where I'm trying to
You know what you got to do? You got to do
Yeah.
the same thing I had to do. You got to stop and think, okay, what did you have going on? All right. Where you was mentally, what do you got to do to get back there? You just got to break it down. It's just a process of elimination.
Yeah, I was goal oriented towards the future in journalism. I mean, you know that. You remember me having all. You do an interview?
Yeah,
No,
you did one with me.
Oh, that's right, for Vice, I think it was.
Yep, about video visits. Yep.
I mean, I didn't anticipate YouTube, but I damn sure had I had plugs for writing a different Daily Beast, Vice, all the stuff that I had before, and I never did. I never did start for. I mean, first I got put into my friend's nonprofit. I had to sign disclosure for it, and it was basically, he was paying me just to think, So I was getting money for free, kind of, you know what I mean? And that screwed me up on my creativity. And then I drank from day one, and that was the Band-Aid on everything else to come. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, I haven't, I'm a full blown addict on anything. Matter of fact, I wanted to show you something that I bought for the first time 2 days ago, and I have no idea. I was able to grab it at Dollar General.
Fucking nutty bars.
And a
Swiss
roll.
Hey, check it out. I got this buddy of mine, man. This old dude, right? He's an older guy. He's about 70. He old biker dude and shit. He just had a stroke here a while back. I go over every day and check on him and shit. I do his grocery shopping for him, and all the time, all he wants is fucking Zuzus and Wham Whams. Yeah. I'm talking about, hey, nutty bars, fucking cheddar poppers, them fucking jalapeno poppers, the hers ones. Yeah, those, man, all just straight up penitentiary shit. I'm like, man, and he ain't never even been in prison. That's all the motherfucker wants, though. And I still got a sweet tooth, so.
Yeah, I mean, but it's just, so any of the cakes, I just started doing cakes here recently, and that was like the zebra cakes, and they had like a
iced honey buns.
So I haven't really done that, but like I said, for whatever reason, I was walking. It's right before it was the last items I grabbed, and I grabbed those two, and I didn't do it consciously. It just happened. I'm like, what the, But one of the things I haven't done is I won't buy new items, like Kit Kat, like the white ones, or any different kind of anything that wasn't there when I went in. Like, it's too much for me. There's too much choices.
Oh, you gotta live a little, dog. You gotta step out. I'm gonna tell you what, they got tough. They got this new one. Hey, it's by I think it's I'm not paid for this. And I think it's by Hostess. Might be by a little. It's called Cinny Bun, and it's like a honey bun and a cinnamon bun together. Cinny roll is what it's called. That son of a bitch is delicious. Yeah, I'm telling you, it's delicious.
I don't know what it is.
Hey, can I get next on the microwave real quick? I just need 15 minutes. Let me ride 15 seconds. Let me ride with you.
Jesus Christ.
I don't miss it. I do, but I don't. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, there's some things I miss some of the good people that I ran across. You know what I mean? But I don't miss all that other bullshit. I don't miss I ain't gonna say I don't miss being told what I'm gonna have for dinner, because sometimes my old lady be like, "What you want for dinner?" I said, "Listen, baby, I ate penitentiary food for 13 years where I didn't have a choice, so I really don't give a fuck."
Yeah, I hear you. No, I'm always like, Marta would ask stuff like that, and I'd just be like, you decide. And she hated that, because I was like, I don't care. You know what I mean?
But, yeah, it'll teach you to get pretty easy going with food. You know what I mean?
Yeah, sure.
You have a say in the matter. Of course, unless you want to buy a big boy burger back on the unit for a book of stamps.
Wait, did you work in the kitchen too?
No, I never worked in the kitchen.
Okay. I'm seeing what this
I worked
person.
in the kitchen at the end of my bid when I had to go back and do that violation in Greenville. I worked in the kitchen, and I was like a month or so from the door, and this was after COVID and all that shit. And matter of fact, November be 2 years. 2 years ago, right now, I was still sitting in the joint in Greenville on a 6-month violation. But they're like, man, you going home? What the fuck you doing going to get a job? I said, because I don't want to look at you motherfuckers all day long. I mean, I'm a busybody. I got to stay busy doing something.
Yeah, you did. You did. So tell me what happened with the violation.
Shit, it was great. I went back, did 6 months, and fucking came home free and clear. Killed my
No. Why did you violate? What happened?
Shit, for smoking weed, but I had a reason why I was smoking weed. Strictly for medicinal purposes only. I got in a hernia before I left there, and I didn't really report it to the medical staff because I didn't want it to hold me up from going to the halfway house. So I got to play on the 2 points, the drugs -2 shit. They knocked 2 years off my shit. They had my paperwork going. I had the hernia, and I can't remember which one of the broads it was. I talked to Norris, the dude, and he said, well, you about to go home. He said, if I put this in your file, I said, man, fuck that. Don't put that motherfucker in my file. He said, well, just take it easy. So I took it easy. I came home. After being home, working all the time, I got 2 jobs when I got home. I hit the ground running, and I was at the halfway house for 5 months, and I like the first 2 weeks I was there was just it. After that, man, I was there long enough to sleep, take a shower, and I was gone at 6:30 in the morning, and I wouldn't get in that motherfucker till 10:30 at night. I used it as a tool, you know what I'm saying, to get on my feet and get the fuck on down the road.
And you said you were too when you left. That was your plan. I remember talking to you about it too.
Yeah. So
you did that.
I did. I 5 months I was there. By the time my 5 months came up, for me to go home, to be released from the halfway house, I had already done. Had me a 2-bedroom apartment, fully furnished it myself. I had me a vehicle, got my driver's license back, was paying on my child support. Had a little money in the bank, was doing good, and got out the halfway house, man, and didn't look back. So 3 weeks out of the halfway house, I went and got me a fucking Harley. I paid it off a year early. Took care of that. First thing ever in my life I ever bought, free and clear, no drug money, no illegal bullshit, all honest hustle, honest grit. So I'll never get rid of that bike. I done told my son he could have it when he turns 16. So
nice. Okay, so let me ask you. You went back on a violation for drugs, for weed, right? What do you think about people who are popping dirty without any other violations? Do you think that I mean, is prison the answer ultimately after you get so many dirties, or what? You've been through RDAP?
Not necessarily, but look, let me say this, right? What had happened was, I'm like you, man. I'm a full-blown addict. I done kicked a lot of hard drugs, and when I came home, I was sober, clean and sober, didn't fuck with nothing. I had that hernia surgery in, was it 19? Yeah, it was 19 when I had the surgery. Yeah, in July of 19, I had the hernia surgery, right? Bro, that fucked me up. And like, I still have problems to this day. You know what I mean? But I was in a lot of pain in my scrotum. My testicles was hurting. Like, they had me going to see all kinds of specialists. I was pissing out my ass for like 2-3 weeks at a time. It was fucked up, man. It ain't funny. I mean, it's funny now, laughing at it, but at the time, that shit wasn't funny, man. It was treacherous. And I chose to smoke marijuana rather than take fucking pain pills because I didn't want to open up Pandora's box. And the marijuana helped with my anxiety because they had me on medicine for my anxiety, for PTSD, they had me taking like 12, 13 pills. I said, man, I don't want to be relying on all these goddamn pills all my life. So I said, fuck it, I started smoking pot. My PO shows up one day, man. I'm outside about to get on the bike, and I see him down the road. I'm like, what the fuck? He walks up, he's like, hey, Mike, how you doing? I said, I'm all right. He goes, I'll just stop in and see what's up. And I was like, yeah, normally you call. He goes, well, I just kind of want to stop in and check and see how you doing. I said, I'm all right. He goes, got this dirty here. You want to talk about it? I said, what you want to know? He said, what happened? I said, I told you, man, I've been in a lot of pain, man. I don't want to take them fucking pain pills. He said, yeah. He said, I was wondering last, because he come out one time, he checked all my prescriptions. Because they had me on Adderall, they had me on motherfucking hydrocodone, they had me on oxycodone, they had me on fucking...
Really?
They had me on a bunch of shit. Yeah. And I'm like, he's like, are you taking your medications like you supposed to? I'm like, yeah. He said, well, okay. He didn't really say nothing, but there was more than what should have been there pursuant to the date and, all that shit, right? If I'd have been taking them like I was supposed to. And I just told him, I said, man, I'm scared to fuck with them pills. And he's like, why? I said, because I'm scared of fucking becoming an addict on them. I said, it's part of my fucking problem with my first ex-wife. She got on the pain pills real bad. My brother got on them when I was in the joint the first time. And it's just something I don't even want to take a chance on.
Right.
So I say this though, man, I tip my hat to that man. That man did everything he could, was cool as fuck. He told me straight up, just don't lie to me, and I got you back. And he did, man. Every time he'd be like, are you dirty? Yep. Okay, well, they put me on a patch. Fucking once a week, I'd have to
go. Stop. I need to hear about this. They put you on a sweat patch on your arm.
Yep.
Okay. And what do you think about a sweat patch?
In my opinion, man, I'm gonna tell you what, sweat patch it's real. It's legit. I came in Missouri, in the Western District of Missouri, when you come home from federal prison and you're on probation, supervised release, whatever, it's mandatory for 90 days you have to be on a sweat patch. That's their protocol. Okay? So after the 90 days, if you got drug charges, it's up to the PO's discretion. He can either make you continue on it, or he can put you on color code. He can put, whatever, random urine analysis, whatever. So the first 3 months, I'm on the patch. No problems. Clean and sober. Ain't doing nothing wrong. All I'm doing is working. Got my kids.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Fucking staying out the way. Doing what I'm supposed to be doing to be a proactive member of society.
Yep.
So after 3 months is up, he goes, okay. He goes, here's the deal. He goes, your 3 months are up. So we got a fork in the road. We can either keep you on the patch for 3 more months just because of your known drug use, or I can put you on call in. I said, look, man, I got a lot of shit going on. I'll probably forget to call that fucking thing. Just keep me on the patch. I ain't got nothing to hide.
Really? Okay.
Yeah. So he left me on the patch. He was going to leave me on it for 3 more months. 2 months goes by. He calls me up and says, hey, man, go down and get that patch taken off. You don't got to get no more. You've done really good. I'm taking you off the patch a month early. I said, all right, fine. Didn't have no problems. When I traveled to go out of town for Christmas that year, he put me on a patch just to make sure I didn't go fuck up over Christmas. It was clean, no problem. When I started using marijuana again, they put me on the patch. The whole time I was on the patch, I think out of the total of, before I ended up getting violated and going back in front of the judge, I think he said it was a total of 32 weeks worth of patches. 26 of them were dirty for pot.
Okay. How often do you have to go in to get it changed? Once a week?
Once a week in the state of Missouri. They can go 10 to 14 days if you want to. They like it on once a week because that allows them a narrower window to determine when you used.
Okay. I'm going to say this real quick.
I've heard all these talk all this shit about, oh, well, man, I wasn't doing nothing and I tested and blah, 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 boom, boom. Man, listen. I don't know because I wasn't fucking with anybody that did any kind of drugs. So I don't know. Maybe if that I don't think there was any possibility of me getting any cross contamination. Because some people try to say that that's what their deal was. For me, no, I wasn't getting high. I didn't have no problems with the patch. When I was smoking weed, I was hot for pot.
So let me tell you what it is. It's psychological because that patch is on your arm. There's no way around it. Period. Right. So this is okay. I've never been
scientific. It ain't no psychological. It's scientific.
No, what I'm saying is, so for me, being on urine test, when my brain says go, it is not a deterrent whatsoever. And I said this in court. My district, for whatever reason, they don't like using the patch. And then there was some belief that I wanted to be on the patch because it was easy for me to beat. Okay. And I'm saying the opposite. Everybody that I know, I talked to you, Rick, Sean, I can name a bunch of dudes that we were at Terre Haute with that were on that patch, say that is the most accurate or the heart. Okay. So the guys that are dirty that want to get high say that's a bitch. You don't want to be on the patch. Okay.
Right.
So, and I've been saying that for a year because psychologically you put me on that stops everything.
Yeah, because you can't beat everything. It. You can take your ass off. I know some people that I ran into in a halfway house that I know post incarceration that live, in the greater Kansas City metro that have been on it. And one chick, she claims she been smoking weed the whole time and she do wop 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 to make it and all this and that. And I don't know, but I tell you this, I know one of my buddies right now was on the patch, and he just went back. They gave him 6 months, and he wasn't getting hired, nothing, he claims. But somebody close to him was this broad that he was fucking with or something or some shit. But they sent his ass back for it.
See, I'm not around anybody. I'm not around anybody that would smoke pot. Well, I'm not around anybody whatsoever right now. So but I've been wanting to get on that because, like I said, I firmly believe, I wholeheartedly believe that if I get to that point where I'm going to go, where I'm going to go, use whatever. If I had that on my arm, there's no way I would just. There's no way I would just say fuck it. But if it's a piss test, there's always those scheming things that I've been doing my whole fucking life.
That's the addict in us. That's the addict, the manipulator.
And it's almost like I've called it 5 o'clock before they said piss the next day. It's like, okay, well, I'm going to use within the hour. I mean, it's almost like it became a game, some sick fucking game, That's
criminal mentality.
Yeah, I know.
It takes a long time to get over, Rob. Shit, I struggle with shit every day still, man. I tell people, look, you got to think, I spent a long time in my life being a fucking criminal. Right. So Rome wasn't built in a day. So everything that I built, you can't just erase it with a fucking swipe of an eraser. You know what I'm saying? It takes a long time to tear that shit down and to rebuild it. So that's what you know what I mean? But
no, yeah, no, I hear, yeah. Yeah, I hear you. Anyway, I don't know what to say, but yeah, it blew me away. You just said something about the patch because I've had discussions with probation about that.
But that's good on your part, though, that you want to use it as like a safety net. In RDAP, they teach us about a safety net.
I've been saying, like, you don't understand. I've been asking for this for a year, man. I'm not blaming. I don't want this.
I'm going to tell you, look, if you've requested the patch and they deny putting you on it, then they're setting you up for failure. They want to see you fuck up. They don't want to see you succeed. I would say, hey, look here, Your Honor. I want the patch because I feel that in my fucking sick, twisted mind, I know that if you don't put me on it, I know that my mind's going to try to trick myself into doing something stupid.
I did say it, not in those exact words, but I did. And he's leaving it up to the probation department. I asked the judge in court. He's leaving it up to probation.
Superior. And tell him, I beg you.
No, that's the one.
If you want to see me back in prison, then just leave me the fuck alone because I'm going to fuck up. But if you want to see me do right and lower this recidivism rate, then put me on the fucking patch so I can be successful, so I can stay out here in society.
It's become, for whatever reason, they've got it in their head that I want it for the opposite of what I actually do. It's crazy. And I'm not here to bash them today or nothing. I just had a conversation the other day and I asked for it, and they said they're having problems with it coming off. Coming off of people's.
All you got to do, look, I ride a motorcycle all the time, working the outside and everything. I've had times when my patch bubble up like it's about to come off. And you know what I do? Take a picture of that motherfucker and send it to my
That's exactly what I was thinking, yes.
I'm sweating like a motherfucker today. I sweat like hell anyway. I said, yeah. I'm sweating like shit today. This patch is bubbling up. What do you want me to do? If it gets any worse, go have it taken off and a new one applied. That simple.
Yeah, man. I'm like I said, I'm going to bring it up again, but I swear for some reason, I don't know. They've almost put me on it twice. Like more than that, my PO would say next week or a couple of weeks, and then it never happened. And all of a sudden it came up like it was something I can beat, or I don't know, man, whatever. But I've been asking for that for a year. No bullshit. And in my mind, that was like the be all, save all, end all, save all.
Hey, tell them this. Say, y'all think I'm on bullshit? Then do this. Do the fucking patch and the urinalysis.
Yeah, no. So they got me on random.
You know what I'm saying? You patch for yourself, but the urinalysis could be for them for their fucking whatever reasons. The urinalysis is cheaper.
No, I get that. So now, and I think you've listened to me. So I'm down here by myself. I got no car right now. I'm in a situation where they're trying to figure out. I'm right here doing Robert and I'm doing the YouTube. This is my focus. So many hours a day, and then I go in the yard and I try to do something in the yard to get outside. Huh?
My bad. I hit the wrong button.
No. So until they
yard closed anyway, man. It's count time.
Anyway, but I'm gonna bring it up maybe again this week. But I wanted that freaking patch for forever. So Face just said, tell Mike Miller. Face said, what's up and much love and respect.
Tell him I said, what's up, Augie?
So, yeah, you didn't see him the other day, huh?
No, I didn't see it, man. I've been so busy. We just got back from vacation, man. We went up to Sturgis, went to Mount Rushmore, went to the Badlands, and then went to Illinois to my grandma's 80th birthday party. So.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
So okay. Anyway, so all right. And you said something about on count or off count as far as gang stuff. Can you explain that? I don't care about your personal. Some people don't know or don't understand that.
All right, so basically, it's like this right here. Affiliated with any type of gang, organization, which whatever. When you come to a facility, you're either gonna be on count or off count. Some people it's mandatory on count. You know, luckily for me, it wasn't forced that we had to be on count. And I made a promise to my mom when I got indicted by the feds that, you know, she told me, she's like, you know, Michael, she said, you got kids now. You know what I'm saying? She said, whatever you do, don't go in there and fuck your time off on that gang shit again. And I was like, okay, mom. She's like, no, make a promise to me and to your kids. I was like, all right, so I ain't. I'm going to go in there. I told her, I said, but look, here's the thing. If I got to go, I got to go on count. You know what I'm saying? But if I don't got to be on count, then I won't. But if I have to, then I'm going to. But you know, it wasn't no secret. Motherfuckers knew what it was with me. I wasn't ducking wreck. I wasn't hiding behind nothing.
Not whatsoever. Wide open about who you are, what you believe, and what you think of others.
Right. Yeah.
Wide open.
And no problem with it. You know what I mean? But you know, fortunately for me, you know, when I got my paperwork, that's the first thing I did. You know, I showed it to the shot caller for the independent white dudes, and I showed it to the brothers, you know what I'm saying, to the vice lords, just to let them know what was up, you know. And everywhere, you know, them brothers embraced me, even though I wasn't on count, because I wasn't trying to hide nothing. I wasn't on no dumb shit, nothing like that. Being on count, it means you on count. You engage in whatever activities that the gang has going on. You know what I mean? If you off count, you ain't on count. You a neutron, basically. You know what I mean?
Right.
But
Yeah.
with the provision that if they hold you in high regard, if something happened, they're gonna shake something with you. You know?
Yeah.
You know, fortunately for me, nothing like that happened. You know, I didn't have to put a motherfucker in that position because I wasn't fucked up with handling my business myself, you know?
Yeah.
So
and just for some of the white guys out there that only are familiar with most of just white gangs or whatever, most of the white gangs people join in prison, as opposed to like what you're saying, the vice. That was a street thing for you, right?
absolutely.
Or did you get tipped up in prison?
No, when I was 12 years old. I never been in prison when I was 12.
Okay. Oh, that's right.
13
Okay.
years old. It was like a month before I turned 13, man. So
Henry D. Mike is a Chicago vice lord. Okay. That's Primo saying that.
who's Primo?
Primo's a guy that has been following me for a long time, and I talked to personally. He's been a good friend.
Yeah. Primo. Hey, I ain't from Chicago, man. I'm about 2 hours south of Chicago, but I'm from Illinois though. I'm from the land.
Right.
That's why when I moved to Tennessee, man, them brothers couldn't do nothing but respect it because my demonstration was correct.
Right. Tape Bay, he get out? Do you know?
Yeah.
He did, right?
Yep.
Man, that's awesome.
Yeah.
I was talking about that with Face the other day because we mentioned Vice Lord, and you know it came up.
Tape Bay's a good brother, man, real good brother.
Man, all about bettering people.
Yep.
All about, and not about the bullshit. I mean,
no, he denounced that shit. You know, and he was up there, like he was. Bro had big juice.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And a good brother, man.
I mean, one of the best guys I've been around. As far as like I said, bettering, especially the youngsters, because the youngsters don't want to do nothing but disrespect old people now.
Man, he had them youngsters out there running their tongue out
throwing up. So this guy was a workout guru, like 60 years old. He's in better shape than 99% of the people in the compound. And these young kids, I guess.
I was in the top. I was in the top 5% of motherfuckers in good shape though.
Well, okay. I mean, you were good shape. I don't know about top 5, Mike. Stop it.
Top 5%, not top 5 people.
Okay, let's see if Augie was Mike in the top 5% of people as far as in good shape.
Hey, motherfucker couldn't run like I could.
I'm watching you. He's watching us right now.
Yeah.
Okay. Primo,
motherfucker didn't want to come see me out there on that motherfucker. They didn't want to come fuck with me on that cardio.
Oh yeah. And somebody said did 500 crunches a day. No, I didn't do 500 crunches a day. Up until so from 2000.
Man, Rob went and walked the yard in the morning, goddamn, and talked shit in the afternoon, got high in the evening.
Wasn't that much. Stop, Mike. Hold on. It was every once in a while. Stop. No, my wife's watching right now, just going. She's gonna take that to heart.
Not all the time.
No, I hear you. So the hell else was I gonna say? Mama put a word, gotta stay solid on the word with all respects to your cause. Right on. Damn, what was I gonna say? Fuck, I forgot.
I didn't none of the motherfuckers want to get out there and go run with me though.
You did run, that's right. That was so I got every morning I walked an hour or 2 hours without every day, like my whole bid. And as far as the you said about crunches, that's what I was gonna say. I did burpees for years, and I would do 500 or do 45 minutes, whatever it was. And
Hey,
Henry D
Primo,
says,
1953 to be exact, sir.
what'd you say?
Primo, his thing here.
What's it say? Hold on. Yeah, Duck Fart Visors go back to 1950s. And what did you say?
I told him 53.
Okay. No, they were a political movement in Chicago once upon a. I think Tape or what's his name? Was it Didi? No,
Didi
that
was a
good.
GD, man.
That's right. That's right.
Fuck him.
Oh, Mike Miller. I like this guy. It's Henry D.
I don't know why. They ain't met me yet. I'm an asshole.
No, because you can explain stuff very good, and you come from a place that's kind of a little bit different than some of the guys. I mean, it's in a positive way. Like I didn't not expect you to say anything good about the RDAP at Terre Haute, but you're absolutely right. It's what you take away from it. It's like being in rehab. When I went to inpatient, right?
Yeah.
There's a lot of good material in there, and there's a lot of good things that are said. But I
Just
mean,
matter
you
of
know,
application, man.
they found a quarter pound of dope in the ceiling. You know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
like everybody's talking about their next fucking score. Everybody's making connections with trying to get connected with people from
Oh
Oklahoma.
man, it was a fucking circus down there, dude. When I was down there, you know what I'm saying? It was a circus. I just stayed out the way, man. Worked on my drawings and shit, and fucking drew shit for the unit, and fucking worked on Unicor in the evenings.
Right on. So somebody's
Quad cities. I just rode through the Quad Cities last week, man. Shit, about 4 days ago.
right
Just
on.
yep. I'm on my way
Okay,
from going to Danville.
here's your response from Face. Mike was not like Benny. Remember him with this fake ass too. Tell him that. Benny.
Oh, I know he talking about Benny. He talking about the King Benny.
Benny,
Yeah, man.
Benny that looked like he was on spun out all the time.
Benny was crazy as fuck, man. I remember when that shit happened. I said, man, something going on with Benny and the Kings. I said, what is it, man? What's going on? He's like, man, I don't know. We about to see. Come to find out, Benny was a king. Benny had been there for like 3 years, hanging out with the white dudes, like it was a secret.
Never said nothing, not nothing.
Yeah. And then when Tommy, his little buddy is Tommy, that's what it was. Tommy showed up from up here, Minneapolis, St. Paul, and was like, oh yeah, that's my buddy, man. He one of the guys. Put Benny on blast. Benny had to get on count.
Yeah, so Benny, this guy, he was a white guy, and he was involved in, he was a Latin king out of what, Minneapolis?
Yeah.
Is that what it was? And so he went to prison and like just left that part out. Like didn't say nothing about being a Latin
gang
king.
member.
Yeah. And then they found out, and he didn't get wrecked.
They basically told him, look, you either gonna get on count or you're gonna get off the compound.
Right. All the best, Mike. I'm from Manhattan Road, Stripping.
Near O'Hare. He out north.
Convict Inc. Can you ask Mike Miller to explain what he meant by saying his demonstration was correct? Nice, Henry D. I know what he meant, just giving people props on what he said. So you said your demonstration was correct. He wants you to explain that to people.
Meaning that I was official. I was legit. I was a real vice lord. I wasn't just running around saying I was vice lord. Meaning I knew the real shit of what vice lord was about, the true teachings, the literature, you know what I'm saying, the functions and stuff like that. So and how I was moving and how I was doing things, my demonstration was correct.
Right. Okay. And here's face at you again. He was but a little fat. So
that motherfucker. Hey, that's why I got that 2-point reduction. Found out I was about to go home in 8 months. Shit, you remember? I turned it up. That's when I got that hernia.
You did. That's right. You did. Like no one wanted to see me on the handball court.
He didn't want to fuck with who was it? Man, somebody else was real good on the handball court. Augie was tough though. They said Augie was a beast.
He was. Man, I can't believe it. So I had to get out of handball after Troy Hockenberry broke my knee. Remember, I didn't break it. It was my meniscus. Tore my meniscus playing Troy, man.
Hey, you know, he was pretty goddamn good, man. Surprisingly, hey, Mikey Atkins was decent. You know what I'm saying? Oh, left-handed Mikey Atkins.
He was.
I was hook up with him last weekend, man. But he had some shit going on. We couldn't get together when I was up in Illinois. But fucking Rush. You remember fat ass Rush? Rush?
He's dead. Yeah.
I heard that, man. Hey, he was good on the handball court.
He died at K2.
No shit.
K2, yeah.
Damn.
Yeah. It's one of those dudes that bit the dust like that. So the Henry D is saying you need to be back.
For a second
Thanks.
episode.
Yeah, thanks, Henry D. Here's Og. He did run like no other. Real talk.
Yeah, they said Forrest. Look at Forrest out there running.
Yeah, you did. You had the gate. Yeah, right. Mike Miller, I relate. Okay, here we go. Told I'm an asshole as well. Opinions are like buttholes. Everyone's got one. I got out of my way not to be a poop shitter and fuck.
Sometimes that's all we got to do is just get out of our own fucking way, man.
Yeah.
Shit, my biggest enemy is me, right? My biggest motherfucking support is right there, though.
That's his wife. Hi.
We still, like I said, we chilling in the backyard. Got a little fire going and shit.
Nice. I did a video of me burning some stuff the other day and just showed around my property. Okay. Was on white
About Benny.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Tommy Hernandez.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Keystone Rangers were at war with the Vice Lord.
Yeah, people folk affiliation. Yeah. That shit.
Wow, Primo.
Back in like shit, late 70s, early 80s.
Let me find out Primo was a gangbanger.
Probably was.
Right.
It's still mighty though.
Right.
Yeah, hey, shit, I be rotating with a couple of guys still, man. You know that's out and doing the right thing. And yeah, I know you're talking about Augie, Face. Talking about little Tommy Hernandez, the little white brother from St. Paul. Ran to the tier and said it out loud. LOL. That shit crazy. Mike Miller was one of the few that I loved. He was really good people.
Yeah, I agree, Augie. For real. No, Mike, you are. You're somebody that stands out. You've always been. I'm not just saying that. All right. Hey guys, what's up? That's MRE. How you doing, MRE? I got your message too. I laughed when you wrote that, by the way. All right. So
you know, one thing I always try to do is this right here, man. I try to be the same motherfucker regardless. You know what I mean? I ain't I didn't let motherfuckers in prison dictate my pace. You know, because at the end of the day, the cops was the only motherfuckers was gonna dictate my pace to a certain extent. You know what I'm saying? But I wasn't gonna change who I was and not be true to who I am just to fit in. You know, I ain't never been one to fit in any fucking way.
Wait.
Ever met a white dude that you know what, he was on Vice Lord or he was on Vice Lord.
He can hear you now.
Count,
he can hear you.
He was with the business no matter what. Even like when I got into it with people, he was there for me. And he said, "What's up, Face? I'm with you, dog, because I know you're with the business and I know you're not wrong." I got mad love for fucking Mike Miller.
Did you hear that?
He's one of the dudes that I'll never forget about because of the simple fact that he was there with me when a lot of other people that I thought were friends or associates were going to be there for me, and he was one of them.
Right on.
Hey,
you know,
that's because you know what? Face was like me, man. Face wasn't off into some bullshit. You know what I'm saying? So if it was about to be an issue, it was something fucking serious. You know what I'm saying? So a motherfucker like that, you can't do nothing but respect him and fuck with him. You know what I mean? So
yeah,
I knew that if it was some dumb shit. Oh, hey, by the way, hey, Montoya doing real good, man. Your homie.
No, I know. I talked to him. He's doing real good. Negro's doing real good. A bunch of the homies that even were in the RDAP with you are doing real good. And like I said, Mike Miller, I got nothing but love for you. Last time I spoke to McDougal, and I told McDougal, "Hey man, tell Mike Miller I got a lot of love for him to hit me up on Facebook." And he was like, "Shit, you hit him up." And I was like, "Damn, I didn't expect that from McDougal." But
Hey,
it is what it is.
Hey,
now, you know how to hit me up, dog. Augie Abascal. You know what?
He's saying make sure you click up on Facebook.
Love,
I will. Hey, I just seen McDougal over Memorial Day. I seen him and Plummer. I went up to Michigan and shit. I got a picture. My profile picture is me, McDougal.
They posted a picture of you three, and I said, "Man, but like good old times," you know what I mean? And I told McDougal, "Hey man, tell him to hit me up." And he's like, "Well, you tell him." I was like, "All right, you know what? It's cool. It is what it is." You know what I mean? I don't know if McDougal feels some type of way.
No, he just man. You know, McDougal's McDougal.
It doesn't even matter. McDougal's a good kid.
What did you do to McDougal? What did you do to McDougal? What did you do to McDougal, Face?
It's because one day McDougal started. He came up to me on our way to chow, and he was like, America, America, America. And I was like, McDougal, what is your problem, dog? Like, come on, fool. I'm an American before anything, homie. You know what I mean, I'm a Sureño before anything, but at the same time, dog, like, what are you trying to say, dog? Are you trying to bash me because I'm Mexican, or are you trying to get on some
You
racist?
ain't Mexican, motherfucker. You Latino American.
Racist shit. I can tell you, dog. We didn't jump the border. The border jumped us. And to take this, don't take this wrong or nothing like that. But remember, your family came on the Mayflower. Your family came on the boat. My family didn't.
His family came in a goddamn C-section.
You know what I'm saying? Don't feel disrespect or nothing like that. But McDougal, that's not you, man. What the fuck is getting into you? And then he was like, oh, Face, you're tripping. I was like, nah. Obviously, you got my attention. Now I'm gonna give you my attention. I'm gonna let you know how it is, McDougal. Look, fool, you get out of hand, I promise you, fool, if I hit you, I'm going to put you to sleep and I'm going to break something, dog. I guarantee you that. But it don't even have to get to that point because I want to know what is your trip because you were never like that. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know who got into him or who was, I know because he was talking to the outlaws for a good minute in that time period. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he was kicking with Mad a lot in the unit. He was kicking with fucking Frank, you know, and
he did when he was around guys that were somebody like Frank Wheeler, national president of the Outlaws, you know, when a motorcycle gang, when he was around those dudes quite a bit, then he got a little.
The thing y'all got to remember about McDougal, man, McDougal came from a fucking upper middle class fucking white suburban neighborhood. And you take this kid who got strung out on heroin and throw him in prison. He was very impressionable.
And he looked like he was 3. He's one of these guys that looks
12,
like
but okay.
Boy. Yeah, 12. No, really 12. You're right. But he's like one of these guys that looks like he's 12 years old. Like,
hey, you know, you remember my first? You want to know my first fucking memorable moment with McDougal was him and fucking Butts got into it in the fucking chow hall. You know what I'm saying? And man, god damn.
Bussy?
Butts, no Butts, the cop. Remember the food service Butts?
Yeah, Butts.
And that's when he's like, "What you want to take off on me or some shit?" And you got a little bit of McDougal. You remember when that shit happened?
Yeah.
In the chow hall at lunchtime.
Yeah, that's right.
Butts was like, "Get out of here! Come on!" And they took him to the shoe. Well, then he come out the shoe. Goddamn, now he got some stripes. You know, because he done got into it with a cop.
Hey, McDougal, are you still there, Face?
Yeah, I'm hearing you.
McDougal, do you remember what McDougal did when he first came in? What they did to him?
I remember he came in with all that hair.
They tied a belt around his prick and put a weight on the other end and said it would make his dick grow.
Yeah, I remember hearing about that shit.
He did it. They did.
Hey, that happened before me and you got there, Face.
Yeah.
It was also the same time when I moved to C unit from J unit when that idiot Rodriguez fucking put that apple
in his ass.
Oh, the apple. So you guys listen, I told this before. So there's a guy named Rodriguez, and he got caught sticking an apple up his ass.
Hey, that was Evil Selly.
So it was during count time, and I guess he was one of these guys that put stuff like, you know, gerbil kind of things.
No, you know what he said it was? And listen, you don't even know the story, right? Listen.
Go ahead.
Evil told me what the story was, right?
When did you talk to him?
Evil was Sellis, and then right after it happens, when I moved to C unit and I moved in to cell with Evil.
Okay.
He said that somebody had told him they'd give him $1,000 if he would take a cell phone to the shoe. So he was trying to prepare to get a cell phone stuck in his ass so he could take it to the shoe for $1,000.
Absolutely not. That's bullshit.
But look, Evil said, look.
Hey, remember how I used to sell porn in there, right?
Yeah.
They said it was porn all over the cell.
They said that what he wanted to do was be like that girl that put that apple in her ass.
I remember the black and whites that was rolling around with the apple in the ass. I remember them too.
So that was black and white porn, right? Was that the copy?
Yeah.
Okay, so just so you guys out there don't know, we couldn't get pornography inside the joint. So you'd get guys, if you got a magazine in, they'd take photocopies of it in black and white and sell that. That was a hustle. Face made all kinds of money doing that, didn't you?
It was a butt man. Hey, look,
everybody had the same porn.
Evil said he came in from after count, man. He said after they done motherfucking they done took him to the thing and shit, right? He said, man, I came in, he said my flight water had blood on it. He said it was butt man all over the goddamn all over the floor. Shit.
Listen, it had a communal bathroom and it was during count time and I was down there taking a leak and he was in the last stall, and he was freaking out. He had a plunger. He was trying to get the plunger to scoop the apple out of his bottom.
No, he stuck a fly swatter in his ass. Evil said.
Dude, there was a plunger too. I know for sure there was a plunger.
Hey, listen, can you imagine, man? Hey, look, what the talk around Terre Haute was, especially like in the ER and all that shit.
Oh no, they outed him right away. He wasn't even gone, and they told
immediately
everybody about it.
Hey, I remember I told dude, I said, man, what was it? I said, damn, no, hip hop. You remember the white dude in hip hop? He moved to C Unit. And I told him, I said, man, welcome to the jungle, dog. He said, shit, I remember when it used to be an apple orchard.
Hey, real quick, I just want to tell everybody, I'm not saying everybody's names, but I'm reading everyone. Zio, thank you. Everybody. That's why I'm trying to get and push everyone so everybody can see. But I just didn't want to stop the flow of the conversation because I can lose it. It's late. You know what I mean? And honestly, I'm going to tell you the truth. When I thought for a second that you weren't coming on, it was like 10:30. I started to get like tired, and I was like, man, but what am I going to do? I can't flake out right now. It's too early. You know, I'm keeping consistent and trying to keep my word every time I put something up here, you know? But I was almost talking to myself into going, okay, Convict Inc., the creators of Don't Be a Jimmy, the one who know no snitching be transformed into multiple angles and justifications even. Don't be a Jimmy. Get with biz, stay home. Henry D, right on.
Hey, listen, stay at home is where it's at.
What's up? What's up? What's up, Face?
Hey, Rob.
Yeah.
Rob.
I'm listening.
Rob, real quick.
Yeah.
Erica said whenever you're done, she needs to talk to you.
Okay.
And Gabby said what's up too.
Okay, tell Gabby I said hi.
Hey, Face, keep your head up, man. Stay on the side of the fence, homie.
Okay, I got you. I will. No problem, Erica. No problem. Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna hang you up.
Hey, man, much love. Good to see you out here doing the right thing,
you
man.
Play on or what?
What?
Man, you want to link? You want to come on, or what?
Yeah, I'll come on.
What's your? Okay, hold on. Oh, I know. I remember. Hold on, Mike.
All right, I ain't going nowhere. I ain't got nowhere to be.
I'm gonna get this full on. Okay, it was on Gmail, and I remember it was your name backwards, right?
It's my last name and my first name at gmail.com.
Okay.
Hey, man, what's up with the old Dodge truck, Augie?
Hold on.
What's up with the Dodge truck your dad gave you?
You still got the Dodge truck?
You know what? Erica made me sell it last year, and I got $8,000 off of it.
Oh, did you?
See, I remember.
Okay, here comes the link right now. Here comes the link. Tell me if you got it.
I talked to him too.
You got it?
Hold on.
Hey, Mike, you want to see something crazy? Everybody want to see something crazy? This is the video I took in New Mexico and how fucked up I was, and I never even knew. Real quick, boom.
Coming, like I felt it, you know what I mean? And that's just me. Addiction. So anyway,
look at me.
Marta came. Let me back up real quick, and I don't want to get too. So the first day I got out, I got a pizza. There's a guy named Steve. I'm not going to get into the whole thing. He bought me a pizza at Terre Haute, Indiana. And with that pizza, he just instinctively bought a beer, like it wasn't no. And you know, I didn't think twice about it.
I cannot believe that I thought I was okay.
I never saw an iPhone. Never been on an iPhone.
I'm gonna play more. I'm gonna do a whole video about that.
Yeah.
When I saw this, Marta took it down, and I was mad at her for taking. Hey, did you get it?
No, I haven't got it yet.
Why do you mean you haven't got it? Nowhere?
No.
Hold on, one more time. Okay. Copied. Gmail. I'm sorry. Okay. Right here. There you are. Boom. Email. And then send.
You all right? Yeah.
Uh-oh, what did I do? Oh, shit.
Hey, you want me to send him the one I had?
Uh-oh.
Will that
Did
help
you get
him?
it?
Can I get him to it or what?
Face, did you get it? Hello? You still didn't get it? Are you sure, man? Yeah, you got to go to Gmail. I'll hang up. Bye. Oh, boy, this will be fun. All right. Sorry, everybody. I'm almost
It's
there.
all right. They ain't got nothing better to do at 12 o'clock on a Friday night. Sit back and watch a bunch of convicts talk shit, chop it up.
And they liked it. People wanted him back for a second on his interview because his thing went out. His speaker went out or something.
Face a good dude, man. Face a good brother, man. For real. I like Face.
All right, let's see. His old lady is cool. She's a cool girl, good girl.
I tell you what, man, about this old lady shit, right? You know, before in relationships, that's a lot of why things is good in my life because I got a wonderful woman, dude. She's patient, she's caring, she's understanding. And a lot of it was I had to just say, shut the fuck up, Mike, and get out the way of my own self and humble myself to say, hey, listen to her. When you got somebody that's actually on your team, rather than going against you, it's a wonderful thing.
Oh man, don't make me start fucking getting emotional. Don't make me start. Oh man,
it's all part of life,
bro. I have fucked it up. I mean, she's still sitting in the cut, barely, but.
Well, if you love her and you know what's right, you got them and do what the fuck you got to do to get her back.
Yeah,
I remember.
I gotta fix me. There he is. There he is. Hold on.
When he first came to see you, fat head motherfucker. What's up, baby?
What's going on there, boy? I tell you, I'm out here just kicking it.
Hey, listen, hold on. Look, just for you, damn, don't man. See, look here, man. Look what I got on my violation, man. Oh, boom hair, man. Oh, boom hair.
What is it?
Boom hair.
Boom hair. What the hell's going on with boom hair over there?
Damn, don't man. See, you know. What's up, though?
You guys worked in
what you doing? Eating goddamn hot peppers and shit?
Eating hot peppers? That was racist.
No. Hey, it's literally 106 degrees out here, and it's hotter than chorizo grease.
Hey, chorizo grease, huh? Hey, it's hot, motherfucker. Look, I got my fat boy tail too, motherfucker.
I got one right here.
That's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy.
Hey, so Mike, I told Face the other day when I was doing his interview that I realized just like the other day what a fucking dick I was over that news and that TV, man. I like tortured those dudes over that news.
Bad.
Man, you and Cadillac was something else about them fucking TVs, man.
Man, I would have beat me up. Like, I swear to God. I'm looking at it now going, Jesus Christ.
Hey, and what's crazy?
One time they said, man, how you do it? I said, what do you mean? They said, man, you can change the Mexican TV, you can change the white TV and the black TV. How you do it?
Because I will let you, remember, fool? I let you change my TV.
Oh,
I will let you.
It was his TVs, right?
Yeah, I would let him because you know what? There was a lot of paisas in there too that would be like, "Hey, Face, you know, I want to change the TV. Okay, you know what? Go bring your paperwork, dog. Let me check it out." And I got you. And once I said that, Mike Miller came with his paperwork, Cadillac, and Evil's fat ass.
Yeah.
What happened to Evil? He went back real quick, didn't he?
Yeah, he left Greenville. He had just left Greenville about 3 months before I got there. So I don't know where he's done with his paper and all that shit. His sister hit me up, and he was about to come home, and then I had to go do my violation, and I ain't heard nothing.
Kid just went back in, I guess.
Hey, how long you doing on your violation?
6 months.
When I violated the first 2 times, they put me on more intense supervised probation, more UAs, more counseling, individual, group, one called MRT.
I did all that shit first, you know what I'm saying? I did a fucking cognitive behavioral therapy group book. I did a fucking community service. They put me on house arrest for 2 months. And I just, shit, man.
Hey, you know what? After my second dirty UA, they put me on house arrest for 4 months. And after that, I got 2 new gang unit probation officers. And once I completed everything that I had to complete, they were like, okay, you know what, Augie, we're done. We'll see you when we see you. So then I got a new probation officer, some young lady, and she asked me last year in December, she said, hey, Augie, I got a question. So what do you do? And I was like, what do you mean? She's like, I said, I just work and come home and, you know, be with the family or whatever. And then she's like, you don't do no community service, no counseling, no UAs? I said, nothing. I haven't seen a probation officer in over 4 months. She said, oh, you know what? I don't even need you then. So come the beginning of the year, I'm going to take you off and I'm going to try to get you off of probation. But since I've only been out of the halfway house 15 months, she said that my judge told her I got to do at least 2 years And after those 2 years, she's gonna take me off of probation. So right now, I'm just on unsupervised probation. I could do what I want. I could go to Juarez. I could go to Mexico. I can fucking travel anywhere I
Oh,
want.
wait, stop. Face, that's a good point. I want you to make that point. There's a misconception out there about passports. If you're on federal probation or parole, you can get a passport, right?
No, you can't.
Well,
Bullshit.
here they tell me I can't, and it's better for me because they have these new passports that is just like an ID, right? So when you're crossing actually the border, like from Juarez over here, they have what's called the ready lane. So all you got to do is you get on the far left side, and you're crossing the border is a lot faster because
Hold up. Hey, Jimmy Jump, traveler, man. I'm a traveler, man.
Trav, there you go, Cat. Thanks, Mike, for answering that.
Yep.
So, Mike, you're saying that you can't get a passport.
No, they told me, man. In fact, when my mom went to federal prison here not too long ago, she had to surrender her passport.
Yeah,
Well, yeah, that's when you're going in. But now, since we're on our way out and we're not on, like, say for instance, me on unsupervised probation, they told me, look, you can get a passport, you can travel all United States wherever you want. The only time you're gonna get in contact with me is if you get arrested again. If you're gonna move 10 days prior before you move. And what else you say? I think that's it. Just if I move and I get rearrested, that's all.
That's right, solid. You know what it is, Henry D. Solid.
Yeah.
World, baby. Solid world.
Hey, solid brown, baby. Solid brown.
Yeah, I hear you.
Right
But
on.
man, hey, Miller, for real, I've always spoke nothing but highly about you, man, because you've always been the same person. You never switched. When anybody showed up, you were always the same person. And you know, whoever you were still the same person. I got mad love for you. And like how you guys were talking about Tay Bay earlier, you know, the last when Rob did the live with me, I spoke highly about Tay Bay, man. I take my hat off for Tay Bay. He's somebody that's, man, I hold him way up here. And I forgot to mention, Rob, there was a dude from Gary, Indiana that did like, I think he's probably been down like 40 something years now, or no, way more than that now. Farouk, you remember Farouk?
No. Yeah, no, it sounds
Fruit
familiar.
was one of the Stones, but he wasn't there that long.
Well, because remember, he went to Leavenworth after he hit somebody in Unicor with a pipe, even though our old boss,
I do.
Arsenio Fifi said, hey, man, what happened? And he was like, I don't know. He's like, I guess he fell. So he fell, whatever. But that dude still told on Farouk, and they shipped him to Leavenworth. He did the what's that program in C Unit in Leavenworth? The
Challenge program.
The challenge program. And then Farouk came back to Terre Haute with us. And that was another dude that was solid because, like I said, you know, when a lot of people jump onto Muslim time, we already know why. You know what I mean? Because they're either no good or there's somebody that's hiding whatever.
Hold on, I was gonna show y'all the princess of the house, man. But she took off. She's shy.
She won't come home.
Nah, that's my baby girl, man. Shit, I got them. Look, I got out the halfway house 3 weeks. 3 weeks out of the halfway house, I got my bike. 3 weeks later, my son came. 2 weeks later, my daughter came. They've been with me since.
What kind of bike you got?
I got a couple of them. You want to see them?
I'm trying to get right now. I'm getting a street glide.
Yeah, I got I bought a bike off Plumber. I went up Memorial Day, went to Michigan and bought a 93 electric glide off Plumber. And then I got a 2011 Sportster Super Low that I converted with a 1240. Bad motherfucker, bro. That
They just stole my my Ninja, man. I had a 1400 Kawasaki Ninja ZX14. Rob seen it. Rob was like, "Oh my god, that's a big ass bike, huh, Rob?"
Yeah, they fast as fuck.
I hit 235 on it.
You hit what?
235.
It's crazy. This hey, look, hold on. There go my fun toy right there.
Okay.
Oh, fucking YT50F right there.
Branded. Tripping about the color of that fat boy.
My driveway look like a parking lot, man. So excuse me, all right?
Hey, Rob, you know who we need to see? We need to talk to?
Who?
Chaos. That's nice.
Okay, right here, this one.
Yep.
What? It's a fucking locust, G.
Is he out?
Let's see.
You
here.
remember his old celly from Tennessee? Damn, what was his name?
Talking about the white
He's-
dude, Chaos, bald-headed dude. No, you talking about Chaos from Iowa?
No, Chaos from he was an AC.
Chaos,
So
live right next door to me in C Unit.
Brandon Greer.
No, that ain't.
Brandon Greer,
We need to talk to him.
are you serious right now? Wake up, everybody. Hey, Luke Duke.
My neighbors hate
I
me
see what
anyway.
you're saying. I happen to know
off
that
in a minute.
I know people that get them.
Watch out.
They,
Huh?
they
Hold on.
simply no. Somebody's saying that if you're convicted felons means you cannot get a passport, and I
That
get
is
that.
that's a lie.
That's what people think, but people just
That's a lie.
apply
You can
for
get
them,
one.
and they don't.
Well,
they don't have
it's like I said.
No, it's
My
not
look.
going
I'm gonna
off.
tell you like this. I'm gonna tell you
I'm
like
not
this.
And
Stop.
Luke, I'm not wait real quick, Luke, and I'm not saying that that's the case.
Stop.
I'm saying that I know people that just that they there's not a restriction on their supervised release. They just file and they get them. Okay, just so you know. That's how it
Hey,
is.
tell Luke. Look, my sister works for the U.S. government. Her husband works Border Patrol, and they tell me and my wife all the time. Look, it's better that you get the ID passport where you can travel anywhere in the United States. But now, if you travel the country after probation, when you're done with probation, they need to see that written letter that's from your probation officer and the judge signing off to get your booklet in order to travel to the countries that accept felons. Because we got to remember, there's a lot of countries that don't accept felons. And I'm going to tell you one thing. I'm going to tell you one thing. All the Americas accept felons except Canada.
Oh yeah, that's because that's under the crown still. But I'm gonna say this though. So Marky Mark, this guy's been following me for a long time. He's a homeboy. This is Pedro boy right here.
Oh, San Pedro.
Yeah, so he's writing basically talking. Well, I mean he's talking to everybody. But you read it? Can you read it? What was I gonna say? Oh, Canada. So I know somebody. What's up?
He said he was a Sereno as a kid, but then he was a woodpile.
Right. It means white guys hang out with Mexicans in California
Cali.
with the
Yeah.
yeah. So what was I gonna say? So I have a friend, well, actually, if we don't talk anymore, but he was a felon, got out of Arkansas Department of Corrections, and was going to Canada every single year on hunting trips with guns. Okay,
Right.
17 years crossing the border every year, and they caught him. They stopped him one year and told him not to do it again because they'd seen how much he'd been coming with firearms. And when I found out, I'm like, dude, you realize that like just because you did time in Arkansas, you can't have a gun, like under federal law. But anyway, now he got everything expunged.
Listen, there's loopholes in that shit, right?
Yeah.
I know. That's no, it's not.
You can here's where they get you on a felon in possession, right? It goes to wit interstate commerce, right? That's the whole language. The whole language of the felon in possession. It goes on there to wit. It affects interstate commerce. So what happens?
You're going out. You're going out. Your volume's going out.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
All right. So anyway, say you live in a state where the gun is manufactured, okay? You can purchase that gun in that state as long as it never left the state.
You've been listening to too many jailhouse lawyers.
No, I'm telling you the truth.
No, I know what you're talking about, Mike. I actually do.
But there has to be proof that it never state because otherwise that's what affects the interstate commerce. That's
Chico.
what gets the involved.
So you're freezing up a little bit. What are you doing? You walking, Mike, or what are you doing?
No, I'm standing on the front porch.
Okay.
But I was gonna show y'all the parking lot. Look.
Oh, look, face.
There go my avalanche right there. There go my
Yeah, I see it. Oh, you got that,
Mike, what are you doing for a living?
Robin? Another friend.
Where
Say hi to Rob. Say hi to Rob.
What up?
Hey, what's up?
Cheers.
Right up.
Say hi, Gabby.
Cheers.
Hey, Gabby. Hey, how you doing?
Hey, that's Gabby's boyfriend, Chico.
What
All
up?
right,
bro?
Chico.
What up, everybody?
Cheers.
Hey, at least his name ain't Weddle or Redo.
Huh? Hey, you know what? Believe it or not, Chico is one of the Mexicans
Right on,
from
Marky
North
Mark.
Carolina.
Really?
Hey, he talks Southern like a motherfucker. Hey, boy, what's up? What's going on, Augie? When you gonna come down over here? 'Cause I'm gonna be around over here with y'all.
Hey, listen, North Carolina has its own dialect of Southern.
Yeah.
It does. Look at Marky Mark. Gang banging, surfing, and race Moto X on the weekends. I've been Harley's top my whole life. Right on.
Hey, Mark, I got that one right there. I got this one right here.
Rob is from San Diego, California, but he has his property in Arkansas.
Yo, 93 electric lag. Mike Miller, you doing what's right. Don't be a statistic. Yeah, I ain't never be a statistic. Remain optimistic.
Hey, Rob, how far is North Carolina from you?
Keep it clean,
It's
keep it
still,
clean.
it's far. It's like
2
10 hours.
Hey, Rob, listen. Hey,
Yeah.
I'm coming to Arkansas here.
I'm
Fucking,
almost
I
done.
think next weekend, man. And what, a drag bike? No, he said 235 on a drag bike. I hear you. Look, hey, I got some partners. Hey,
I know. That's what I'm gonna get off.
Hey, I'm gonna plug my little crew right now, KC Sport Bike Society, right?
I'm trying to help them out.
These dudes, man, cool people. They do a lot of sport bikes and shit. We do a lot of shit in the community. But I also fuck with a program called Bikes Up, Guns Down. And we be all over Kansas City on dirt bikes, 4-wheelers, and everything. Look, come here, Jaden. Come here.
What's it called, Mike?
Bikes Up, Guns Down, KC. It's basically
Guns Down.
about promoting, man, putting the guns down, jump on a dirt bike, let's tear up the streets, let's raise hell like that, right? My son right here, look. Come here.
Right on. I got you. You're fine, Roggy. There's his son. There's his kid. All right.
Hey, remember the twins I used to draw?
Man, all the
There he
time. I
is
was
right
going
here,
to say, I've been hearing about those kids.
Look, here he is right here. Look, 10 years old. Listen, rode his dirt bike, man, from all the way out South Kansas City on the street, bro, all the way to downtown Kansas City. We was in the Juneteenth parade, rode all in the parade, then rode all the way back to South. Like, hey, this boy, hey, my buddy come up and said, hey, man, your son got bigger balls than me, bro.
Hey, where are you living at now, Miller?
At Leavenworth, about fucking 5 minutes from the joint.
Hey, you remember my homie Gallo? He stays in Topeka. Rabbit.
Yeah. We was in a halfway house together.
Rabbit. He's in Topeka.
Rabbit. Yeah, I know it's a couple of you guys over that way. But I still be fucking with Montoya a little bit, you know what I'm saying?
You see him or what?
Yeah, I seen him a couple times. I was working where he was working at. He helped get me a job down at Cisco.
Hey, his son, I want to say, is one of the main McLeans at the Amazon.
I don't know. I know his daughter does something down in Lenexa, and he works at Cisco, and he got him a little truck. He trying to make it a little lowrider shit.
I seen it.
Good, man.
He's doing real good, man.
Remember, ain't the program at Montoya P.
Hey, he's good people.
So real quick, Luke Duke saying I'm a UK citizen who lives in the US, and you cannot get a passport to travel to Europe. So
I don't know about that. Some places still go.
So Luke, this is what I do know, and like I said, I would never say stuff like I wouldn't be factual about this if I didn't know, right? So I have a friend that was on supervised release 7 months and then got a passport, just filed for it, then got his PO to give him a week to go to Ireland, and from Ireland they went into Northern Ireland and then crossed in a ferry over to England. So you can't get into England with the passport. You cannot, or a felon, I think, for that matter. But the way that they did it was they crossed and they had no problem getting over there.
Man, there's loopholes in this shit. There's always a way.
There's loopholes.
I'm not trying to, and I'm not, God, I don't want to be misconstrued like I'm trying to beat some shit. That's not at all what I'm trying to say. But Luke, I'm not pushing back. I get it. What you're saying is generally the concept. That's what people think. I'm saying that I know people that just filed, didn't ask, didn't even talk about it to law enforcement. The PO just got it. You know what I mean? That's what happened.
Yeah. But hey, like I said, when I left the state prison in Texas, they said all the there's certain countries that do not accept felons. And here's another example that they said also. They said, look, eventually United States is going to stop Mexican Americans from being felons, from crossing into Mexico and crossing back. Why? Because United States is a country that doesn't accept felons. But we're American. Even though we got our felonies here, like Miller said, there's loopholes. You got to know how to do it. And to be honest, like where I live at right now in El Paso, Texas, majority of people that are felons, all they do to us is when you cross the border coming back, they take you into the little room, they pat you down, they ask you what you come for, how much money you got, where did you get this money,
I come
and
to buy
stuff
drugs.
like that. Huh?
I tell them I come to buy drugs.
No, to be honest, hey, Mike, they've asked, I've had a couple thousand on me, right? And they're like, hey, what'd you come for over here? Did you come and pick up this money or what? Or what are you doing? Are you transporting illegals? Are you buying drugs? Did your boss pay you or whatever? You know what I said? Look, man, do your job. I'm not gonna help you do your job. You do what you gotta do, and we'll take it from there.
Why are we
Matter
talking
of fact,
about illegals and shit, right? And and reentry and shit like that, right? You know who's locked up right now? Just got busted for reentry. Marcelli.
who?
Cadillac?
Yeah.
No fucking way.
He's
No
in Miami
way.
right now, and they gave him 4 years on reentry. Him and my mom talk all the
No way.
Cadillac was doing good.
Bro was doing real good, building that house and everything down there, man. I was talking to him about once a week, once every 2 weeks.
What did he do?
Illegal reentry.
Through Mexico?
No, fucking, hey. The dude he had.
This guy's a Jamaican. He's talking about a Jamaican. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Yeah. And myself, man, for a long time, man, everybody know, man, fucking crazy.
Remember, you were my neighbor with Brian.
Oh, I know. I lived in motherfucking 3 cell. You lived in 2 cell.
Yep.
Right, and Rob lived right above us.
Yeah.
In the apple orchard.
Would you say in the apple orchard?
Yeah, in 64 in the apple orchard. That was my old cell, remember?
In debt with both cells.
Oh yeah, that's right. You owed us money forever.
Marky Mark, I'm gonna take you up on that, brother. He's just saying he wants to drop a link sometime. We'll chop it up about Pedro. And,
okay.
But hey, look, I gotta come to Arkansas, man. I think next weekend I'm gonna go to I got my little bro lives right up by Conway, man. So how far are you from there?
Conway, I'm 2.5 hours from Conway.
Okay.
I'm off. I'm
bike down for his wedding and shit. I'm gonna take the bike down there. So
you too. StreamYard? Yes, I got StreamYard link, Marky Mark. Yeah, that's what it is. Good question for the guest. Let me see, Henry. Did I do? Oh man, doing it with no gov on it. Nice. Little man doing it with no gov on it, with no governor. Shit, I think I messed up. Oh, interstate commerce is wide coverage. Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah. But that's
okay.
That's the verbiage. That's the verbiage that they put on there to fuck you. You know what I mean?
I got pulled over coming back from TJ. So listen, well, I missed it, and you guys could have said it, and I just totally blanked out. How did Cadillac? What happened to him exactly?
He had a guy, I don't know, he was working with, man, was supposed to be getting him back in or whatever. And I don't know, man. He said that he gave the guy the money or some shit, and then they got on this thing and they came in and they didn't hit the states. They wasn't in the states probably like fucking 5 minutes, man, and boom.
I'm surprised that he tried. I swear to God, I am. I guess you get stuck, you get island fever or whatever after a while, you know. Luke Duke. So I that's not the first person that I know that crossed through Northern Ireland on the ferries over. I heard they don't. I've never been there. Yes, I'm married to a girl that's from Spain, but she doesn't know nothing about that. So I don't know, but I do know that is a loophole, whatever you want to say. So I'm not trying to get people to commit crime. Please don't take that.
Hey, you know,
Ireland and UK too far.
I said, Miller, how you go out here and go run 5 motherfucking miles, man, and sit down and smoke a cigarette? I said, I just put one foot in front of the other and keep going.
Yeah.
Hey, look, I used to go to the gym up here, right? I go up in that motherfucker, man. These dudes big, yoked up motherfuckers. I said, man, look, all that shit's cool, but it ain't practical. They're like, what do you mean? I said, come fuck with me real quick. They're like, that little shit you doing, that ain't nothing. I said, you right? Man, about 5-10 minutes, man, doing them burpees, man, they done.
Hey, real quick, Luke, infoconvictinc@gmail.com. infoconvictinc@gmail.com.
And go to
man,
and go check out Convict Cuts, man, like it and follow it.
Yeah, and if you guys didn't push the like button, I forget all about that all the time.
You gotta get your subs, man. Hey, look, like and subscribe. Rob shit, man. He got good stories to tell. I've been hearing him for years. I can hear him for years more. It's good to see y'all brothers on this side of the fucking fence, man.
Hey,
Michael, that's funny. Okay.
hey, you know what's crazy is that, like Mike said, you know, he used to always smoke and shit like that, and people would ask him, man, how can you, you know, still run or whatever? Hey, after a while, Mike Miller wasn't really running. He was fucking power walking like a motherfucker, boy.
Right.
Crazy
I
as
think
hell.
I even lapped him. I think I lapped him when I was speed walking.
Drunk as fuck. You smoking that shit again.
No.
Hey,
I'm gonna come out there and run with me though.
you know what's crazy? I don't know if you guys heard about remember that white dude from Wisconsin that pulled
Yeah, he killed
Miss Silva?
Campbell.
Campbell killed himself.
I know.
What?
Bro. I listen.
Yeah.
Hold on. Stop. You're telling me that dude Dave Campbell?
No,
the one
Josh
who-
Campbell.
Josh Campbell.
He's the guy that he's the guy that drank the water out of the pitcher.
Yeah.
The first
Yeah,
Yeah,
he killed
hey.
himself last year in June.
Yep.
Man.
Hey,
And you know who knew him real good? You remember our little white friend from Illinois that ended up getting the yard?
Kid.
Bullet? No, Bullet.
I don't even know who Bullet was.
Nathan Walker.
Hey, look, I know him. I
Got the
talked
yard
to
where?
him a week and a half before he died, bro.
Well, look.
Okay, wait, stop.
Hey,
So really, I just so people out there that
I was
listen
invited
that,
to the wedding and everything. I just didn't go.
Yeah.
to get tuned in. There was a guy, Josh Campbell.
Josh
Yeah.
Campbell, man. Hey,
Josh
rest in
Campbell.
peace. He was a good
comes
dude,
into
man.
Terre Hut, and he's overweight, Pudge. He wants to better himself. Okay.
Hey, and that
Body-wise,
motherfucker got
mentally.
himself all the way together.
Right.
You know why,
this
though?
guy's-
You know
he's
why?
I
out-
know why, but we ain't got to talk about it.
Hold on, real quick. So he's outside and he's jogging. The first day he's there, he doesn't know where the water fountain is, and the urinals, the pissers, look like some kind of weird water fountain. And he walked up, bent over where everybody pissing, and started splashing and drinking all the water.
Homie said, hey, what are you doing, man?
No.
Okay. So now,
Hey,
he then goes
look.
on to RDAP. What's up,
Hey,
Face?
real quick. I gotta get off. I got some guests here in the house. You guys take it easy. Much
When I
love,
get off-
Mike.
When I
Hit
get
me
up,
up, Mike Miller.
Hey, I will
When I
do
get
that.
off-
I'll do that, bro. It's good to see you out here. Hey, you look like you done put on a few pounds, you little fat ass. You look
Hey,
face
you
round
remember
as
I
fuck.
used to be a workout freak, and then when I had the yard, I had to work out. I left prison 170. I'm 230 now.
Hey, listen, I left prison 215. I'm 225.
But look,
Hey,
I'm gonna
listen.
tell you something though. Thanks to her, even though I've been wanting to fuck up, always go back to prison.
Hey, you need that fucking fade tightened up. What the fuck you talking about, man?
No, I know, but because of her, dog, I have not gone back. And I gotta put a shout out for my baby's mom, Erica Abascal. She's special.
Hey,
You know
listen,
that, Rob.
Listen, hey,
Right on.
listen, face.
No, she's a
Hey,
sweet girl
look,
for real.
bro. My lady, man, look, I'm gonna tell you right now, bro. My biggest cheerleader. You hear me? Hey, she's a little older than me, bro. Hey, look, and she look like she's 10 years younger than me. For real. Hey, and
You
listen,
gotta remember,
get together.
hey, we
I
lived
learned a lot from her. I
a
listened to her.
a hard life, dog, and it's like I tell my girl, you know, after we've done long stretches, especially Rob. The first thing I bought when I got out, when I was at the halfway house, I bought $116 worth of tacos, brisket tacos, carne asada tacos.
baby, chorizo.
I went all out, dog. But you know what? Like I said, thanks to her, I'm out. I'm staying out of trouble. You know, I got to do what I got to do no matter what. But at the same time, hey, man, a lot of love for you, Mike. A lot of love for you.
I appreciate it, man. A lot of love for you too, bro. Hey, you was like I said, hey, same thing. You was the same dude, in and out. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing changed with us. Hey, only thing changed with us was my goddamn out date. You hear me? On that
You
goddamn
damn right.
that drugs -2.
Hey, I'm going December 28th, 3 years out.
Hey, October 18th be 5 for me, homie.
Hey, Face, people are saying keep it up, homie. Good on you, Face. Face went big on the tacos, so they're giving you a shout out.
That who what?
They're just saying they're giving you your props, and they want to know. Somebody said, "Where's the vato from?"
Who?
The
Face?
Vatos
Las Cruces,
from
New
South
Mexico.
Central Intruders, Los Angeles, California. And I know we ain't deep like all them other gangs, 18th Street, MS, EMF. We ain't deep, but like we say in Spanish, pocos pero locos. We don't need to be a lot of people to be with the business. Because obviously, the whole time that I was in prison, fools know about me. And to this day, there's still people in the Midwest that know about me and they can never speak bad about me. Never.
Hey, real talk. I'm from the mid. I live in the Midwest. I'm gonna say this. Look, ain't nothing bad to say about you, man. Only thing about you is that, man, you be beating up on the motherfuckers on a handball court, but that's all right. Hey, for real. Look, hey, real talk. Hey, face not for real, man. Hey, you always been 100 with me, man. It's always been official. And you know, hey, look, that's just like us, man. You know, it's vice lords. Hey, look, we outnumbered by the GDs by far. You know what I'm saying?
By far.
You know what? I take 5 solid motherfuckers over 100 cowards any day.
Thanks. All day, every day.
It ain't motherfucking strength in numbers. It's strength in solid motherfuckers.
Hey, and you know what?
Man.
You used to see I would work out all year long. Even after I fucking had my surgery, I was still working out with my left hand.
I was walking around with that goddamn brace on. I forgot about that.
Hey, and you know what's crazy, Mike, is that after when I got out, my doctor said, hey, you know what, Augie, you're gaining a little too much weight. You need to cut down and you need to start exercising. The same day he tells me that, I go back to the halfway house. I start doing sprints. Guess what happens to me, Mike?
You had a heart attack or something, would you?
No. Hey, I was racing one of my little homies that's 25 years old. I was smoking him. When I turned back around, I was like, deuces, I got me $50. Right when I turned around, I fucking hyperextend my knee in one of the sewer drains. I land on my shoulder. I mean, on my right wrist. I break my wrist and I break my shoulder the same fucking day.
Yeah. Hey, look.
So that's the reason why I haven't been able to work out, because my whole right side is not the same.
Hey, we talking about different shit and the different accomplishments. You know what I'm saying? I've accomplished a lot since I've been home, right? But
that's
I got
right.
a whole lot more to go, right? But one thing, check this out. I built this last year, right? I built this. I didn't go pay nobody. This ain't no kit, no shit like that, right?
What?
My old lady, she wanted a shed, right? You gotta understand.
Yeah.
Look, when I first came home, my old lady is the CFO of the company I used to work for when I first came home, right? I worked there for almost 3 years, and she wanted me, but she had a man. You know what I'm saying? She liked what she's seen and so on. So it took me 2 years to get her, right? I finally landed her. But one of the first conversations we ever had was, she said, "Can you build a shed? I heard you got a construction background." I said, "I'll build a shed in the dark," right? So what I do, we finally get together, and about a year or so after us being together, not 2 years being together, she said she wanted a shed. You can't really see it right now. Rob's seen the pictures though, right?
Nice. He did a good job on it.
It's a goddamn house, bro.
That's from that class. That's from that class.
I didn't take the building trades class, bro. You got to understand. Hey, I had a construction company before I went to prison.
Oh, okay,
Wait, that building trade class, a lot of people learned a lot of stuff from that.
Yeah.
I'm not taking
one of the better classes in the joint. You give that, you know.
Yeah, I'm not taking nothing from it because it's a bad motherfucker. You know, he was in the class when we were sellies.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I get it, and he would come back and ask me different shit. I see my stairs right here.
Hey, Augie, so listen, I'm gonna. Oh yeah, you're getting off.
Yeah, he had to go.
Yeah, listen. Tell Eric I'll give her a call. All right, thanks for coming on, man. I appreciate you.
Yeah, for sure, man.
It's very important.
There he is.
Okay, I got you. All right.
Okay, back on. Hold on, let me see something real quick here. Let me see if I can flip my camera around. Hold on. Shit.
Okay.
Hold on. Camera.
Whittier in the house, Southeast LA. Okay. E-ticket 562. What's up?
Okay, y'all can see me now?
I am like the United Nations. Okay, go ahead, Mike.
All right. Oh, I was just gonna show where Face go.
He's still on. Hold on. You're still on, Face.
Yeah, I'm watching you guys real quick. Yep.
All right, look. Hey, look, Face.
Eric is
So look,
making
there go another Harley right there. You know what I'm saying? Over in the cut, right? Right. And then
that's what's up, Miller.
I got the mirror part on. Hold on. Wait. There we go.
He's got it together, Face.
That's what's up.
So look, there's another Harley right there that's put up. You know what I mean? Fucking this upstairs part of the shed, right? Been doing a little work up here, putting these are some pallets that I got, and I'm taking and repurposing them. You know
Yeah.
putting them on the wall. Look.
Yeah. Hopefully, sometime within the middle of this month or next month, I should be able to get that Harley. And I mean, I got pictures of it already. I just got to send my buddy a little bit more money, and it's a 2005 Street Glide.
Hey, them are nice, bro. Look, the gate open up, it slides on rollers and shit, so I can put big shit up here. Fucking, hey, it's for real. It could be a tiny house. You know what I'm saying?
That's
My
what's
neighbors
up.
went. Hey, my neighbors went and bitched to the city hall about it, and the building inspector come out here and said, "Yeah, look,
You progress, dog. You progress. Fuck what they gotta say. You do what you gotta do,
Oh
and
man, you
stay
guys
out
need
of
to
trouble,
be
my
here.
boy.
You guys need to be here. There are no building codes. You can do whatever you want.
look, hey, the old lady wants some Adirondack chairs, so I made her some for Mother's Day. His and hers.
That's what's up. All right, Rob, Mike,
All right, you guys.
you guys take it
Hey,
easy.
listen. I'm gonna tell you like I used to tell you before, right? Hold on, let me flip this thing around so you can see me. Don't go nowhere. Stay tuned.
Eric, because I can hear in the background.
Here we go. Stay tuned. Here I come. So look, I'll give you for real. Look, man, much love. Look, from goddamn C unit, motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? To motherfucking M unit. Goddamn it, hey, to the free world. Look, always remember this. Don't forget where the fuck we been. All right. Try to reach out and help a motherfucker. You see a motherfucker struggling, dude. I help people all the goddamn time. Case in point, I just let my buddy homeless stay here and house it while I went on vacation. And you know what? The cocksucker did some dirty shit. Took one of my cars without my permission, went and committed some felonies with it. And for my car, a whole bunch of right. But the thing is, keep helping motherfuckers. You know why? Because I've been that motherfucker that needed somebody to help him.
That's right.
It's each one teach one, and the other thing of it is each one reach one. Okay,
That's right.
We take our experiences, we take the shit that we learned through the hard times, the good times, and we motherfucking pass it on. We help another motherfucker because that's what makes this world so great. It don't
I'm
make
gonna tell you something.
white, brown, black, whatever, man. If you're a good motherfucker and you're striving for some positive shit, and you see that in somebody, man, help that man.
Right. Hey, I'm gonna tell you something that I wrote.
That was good, Mike, man.
I wrote a quote when we were locked up. Once you pass, right before you passed the officer's office, going into Unicor, I wrote a quote, big as fuck, and I put from face. Don't count the days, just make the day count.
Yeah, that's
Same
real
thing
shit.
out here. Same thing out here. You know what? If you ain't got no job, fuck it. Do what you can to make bills, to progress in life, but not just that. At least something for the family where they can recognize the game. You know what I mean? What the struggle was.
Hey, look, and all that's real, right? You know what? It was crazy. I just took a shirt off because I had one of struggle shirts on. It says struggle, right? Because every day's a fucking struggle, you know? But I'm going to tell you what, look, I don't give a fuck about none of this materialistic shit, right?
Yeah.
You want to know the motherfucking most rewarding thing out of everything that I've accomplished? From
What
the
is
time
that?
my kids been with me until right now, every fucking night, man, I tuck them in every fucking night.
Hey, you got to remember, when I got busted, my kid was still in my wife's stomach. He's going to be 16 now.
Bro.
He don't call me dad, but you know what? He has a lot of respect for me because I'm trying to teach him things that the other guy didn't teach him, but mine is more like how to make money. If you can't find work, hey, you know what? Go mow somebody's lawn. Ask somebody, hey, you know what? Let me wash your car. What can I do for extra money?
Look what dude said up here. Look what dude said on the screen.
Facial convict ain't only limitations like the ones you put on yourself. That's real shit. That's real shit, Henry D.
Yeah.
And the other thing, you know what? Hey, my biggest enemy is me. If I just get out of my own motherfucking way sometimes,
yeah,
you know, I could go into a whole episode on that. You know,
Henry D's got that. He said that too, right there. Read that.
Yeah.
ABS threaded extended lines when you upgrade your handlebars. If you can get them, holler. Hey, get on eBay, Henry D. Hey, that's where I got my stainless steel braided lines for my brake, for my fucking clutch and everything when I put them 18-inch apes on my bike.
Hey, like I said, much love. I got to take off. Take it easy. Bro. Mike Miller, hit me up. You already know my name. Yeah, I'm on Facebook, my boy.
I'm gonna send you a thing. I tell you what. Look, if anything, look me up on Rob's Facebook page or whatever. Or I even got my barbershop got a Facebook page, Convict Cuts.
That's what's up.
Google it. Hey, you matter of fact, you can Google it. It'll give you my information, my address, my phone number, all that. So,
that's what's up. Same thing with me, big dog. Hey, you guys take it easy. Much love and respect.
I got the joint, right?
Right
hey,
on, bro.
I trademarked that shit, bro.
Okay, he's gone. There he goes.
But yeah, fucking hey, and that same thing.
Face is still there. He wants to stay on. Erica won't let him.
Gotta go because the family's out here, whatever. You know what I mean? But hey, much love. Take it easy. We're just having a few. You know what I mean?
Right on.
Do the same thing. I'm about to hit this lefty and put a little bit of this Mike's Hard Lemonade in this cup, and I'm gonna go.
That's what's up.
The old lady, man.
Guys, take it easy, buddy.
And I'm happy.
I like life out here. You know what I mean?
No, I'm just, this is where I need to be right now. So, I mean, it is what it is, man. It's what
I done told you too, and look, man, call me. You know what I'm saying? Hey, look, I might not tell you what to do to be successful, but I can tell you what not to do to keep from fucking up, and I'll listen.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes that's all we need. We just need a motherfucker to listen to us. You know what I mean? The other part, in all truth and fairness, like with me, Rob, coming up, and this is a message for anybody that's watching this video, man. You know, if you came up from a broken home like me and you didn't have both parents and you didn't necessarily have a man to show you how to be a man, you got to learn how to be a man. You know what I'm saying? And like me, I had to learn the hard way. I learned how to be a man as far as being a tough motherfucker because of the situations I was put in, right? But as far as being a man, and what I call being a man and being a gangster, taking care of your fucking kids, taking care of, you know, paying the fucking bills, being there when your old lady needs you. You know what I'm saying? My old lady knows she can get in any motherfucking vehicle in our driveway, bro, and take that motherfucker halfway across the country because I'm going to take care of it because that's my job as a man. That's my job as a husband. You know what I'm saying? Anything happen with this house, I'm going to take care of it. Anything happen with the yard work, shit like that, I'm going to take care of it. You know what I'm saying? Because that's being a fucking man. But I didn't have no man to show me how to fucking do that. I didn't have no fucking dad. So I looked for all these different shit. I looked out in the streets. I looked at these drug dealers, these flashy ass cars, this glitz and glamour, these smoking fucking mirrors. And I thought that that's what I was supposed to be fucking following and emulating. But it wasn't. And it took me the long fucking way around to figure out, hey, dumbass, you're fucking up. What you doing ain't working. So fucking change it. Well, I can't expect anybody else to change anything. So what I got to do, I got to change it. So I gotta go back and reprogram. I gotta change my mind, my outlook, my thinking, my perception, all that shit. You know what I'm saying? It's a struggle. Don't get me wrong, man. Some days, man, I want to just say fuck it, man, and go do some stupid ass shit. But the risk ain't worth the reward. You know what I mean? And on top of that, man, they done laid me down, man. They made a believer out of me. If you fuck up, they will lock you up. It's easy as fuck to get in there. It's hard as fuck to get out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
True.
Motherfucker, no, man, but there's been many days I cried in Terre Haute. Yeah,
you did.
You know what I mean? For real. Many motherfucking days. And I didn't make no place about it. You done seen, I cry for the whole goddamn unit. I don't give a fuck because I'm weak when it comes to certain shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and Henry D just said something. Not many people say what Mike Miller just said. Mike, what you're saying right now, bro, you've even cut me and made me just feel like a piece of shit, but I need that too.
We got feelings, we got emotions. That's how God designed it. You know what I mean? And the shitty part about it is we're not designed to do this alone. That's why he gave us a mate. You know what I mean? That's why he gave us somebody to be by our side. But us as fucking men, we got this too much macho bravado bullshit. You know what I'm saying? And we think that we got all the goddamn answers. We don't. That's why God gave us a fucking partner. Look to them. You know what I'm saying? Look upon them when you ain't sure. Ask them. Confide in them. And it took me a long time to get to that point, Rob. You know what I mean? It really did. But it took me. Prison humbled me. You know what I mean? And when I came out, for the first 2 years I was out of prison, I didn't even get in a relationship. I didn't want one because I needed to work on me and my kids. And that's what I fucking focused on.
I remember you told me that too, because I was asking about your ex.
Now, I ain't never even seen this bitch. My first wife, yes, I've seen her when I've dealt with the kids and stuff. But you know what's crazy is my oldest set of twins, Rob, they turned 16 June 23rd, man. And a couple days after their birthday, I went and got them and brought them home. Bro, it's been 4 years, 8 months, and fucking 1 week since that. Almost 1 week. It was actually 4 years, 8 months, and 6 days that I'd been out of fucking federal prison before I even got to have them in my home. That she let me have them. You know what I'm saying? And they stayed here for like 4 fucking days, had a great time. Took my son out, rode dirt bikes with him. You know what I'm saying? Hung out with my daughter, talked to her, had heart-to-hearts with her about boys, relationships, little hard dick, little fucking teenager boys. You know what I'm saying? All that shit, man. And it was great though, but it took a lot of work to get there. You know what I mean? But a lot of it was even like my wife that I'm with, man, she is 100% understanding. She ain't gonna let me make a bad decision. She gonna let me, but she ain't gonna let me make a completely stupid fucking decision.
Well, that's so something that you let her, you know, that you give her that, you know.
But you know what? A lot of it is though. I'm so used to having motherfuckers that wanted something I had. This woman wanted me when I had shit, fresh out of fucking prison. She seen something in me. She sees a whole lot more in me than I see in myself at times.
Yeah, I can relate.
You know what I mean? And that's a thing, man. To actually have somebody that's on your fucking team. That's a beautiful thing.
There's people saying stuff too, Mike. It's pretty profound, bro. It is. Yeah, what you're saying. I mean, and that's actually, I'm not trying to cut you off, but I mean, it's just a great way to end this whole segment, this whole interview. I mean,
You know,
people are going to want you back, but I mean, it's just, really, Mike, we spent a lot of different time together, had a lot of personal conversations, and you've really, really grown a lot, bro. I mean, you were making the changes in there for sure.
because I'm tired, bro. You know what I mean? I'm tired of shit, man. Hey, look, I ain't scared of doing no time. I don't give a fuck. You know, motherfucker know what it is with me. I ain't never tried to hide anything about it. You know, I
No.
go on any yard, I'll walk any yard. I ain't scared to do time. But when I had to go back and do that 6 months violation, bro, it scared the fuck out of me, man. Because for once in my life was in order. I had a beautiful woman. I had my kids. I had 2 of my kids. You know what I'm saying? I've had sole custody of them since May of 19. I came home October 18. May of 19, I got them back. Had sole custody since then. You know what I'm saying? They mama ain't even seen them since I've been home. Well, shortly after I came home, she seen them. But like 3 months before they came to me, they ain't seen their mama since then. You know what I'm saying? This bitch off committing felonies, done went back to prison, you know, just on some other shit. But I told her I came home, man, and I was clean and sober. And I'm like, look, she told me she been drinking this, that, and I said, I can't be with you. She's like, what do you mean? I wrote it out with you. I was like, no, you ain't. You been fucking around while I've been in prison anyway, which I don't care. I gave you a pass on that. But you fucked up in the head. You know what I'm saying? You fucked up in the head. I can't be around that shit in order for me to be successful. And at the time, I couldn't. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I had to get to a place in my life where I was okay with things before I would even think about taking a drink or smoking some pot. The pot really kind of came because of the issue I was having with my medical shit. You know what I mean? But outside of that, bro, I know, man. I wanted a better life, man. That's why I stopped fucking with all the dumb shit. I stopped fucking with that street life, right? I got a better life, so that's why I leave that shit alone. If I ain't out on my bike fucking around, you know what I'm saying, riding, just enjoying the motherfucking breeze on my knees, I'm here at the house, man. I can't get in no trouble here. I'm not tempted. And the motherfucking damn sure, anybody and everybody that know me, man, don't come to my house with no bullshit. I'm gonna fuck you up and send you on your way real quick.
Right on.
Because this is my refuge. This is my sanctuary. This is my prison cell. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know how
Yeah.
it is in prison. You don't go in the man's house. You knock on the door. Hey man, what's up? Don't bring no shit that they sell. You know what I'm saying? Don't run that shit hot. Don't front them off in front of the police. You know what I mean? All my neighbors around here, they all know me. They all hate me. They love me. They hate me. This right here.
I know what you're saying.
Everything I got about me is loud. My voice, my system in my cars, my goddamn Harleys. You know what I'm saying? Everything about me is loud. But you know what they love about me? Don't no fucking bullshit happen over here on these 2 blocks. Nothing.
Right on. Right on. Listen, Mike, I'm going to end it here because I think this is just like the mic drop moment. And you fantastic, for real. I'm so glad I had you on. I remembered, I was sitting there thinking, I forgot who I called. And I'm like, man, I've seen so many times you reaching out to me. I either didn't answer you because I was fucking doing what I was doing or whatever, couldn't talk, screwing around.
You like me, man. You a good dude. You got a good heart. You genuine. You know what I'm saying? But when you get off and go left, you ain't the same person. You know what I mean?
I'm fucked up. No, I'm gonna tell you, no, dude.
Left to our own devices, we'll fuck some shit up. We got priors like a motherfucker.
Yeah. No, I mean, I don't have any chances within myself left, and I'm it's not even that. It's not the fear of going to prison. It's last week, when I couldn't start the car and go to work. It was something happened to me after that day. I'll tell you that.
God
It's
only
like,
gives strong soldiers the most shit to deal with.
what's that?
God only gives his strongest soldiers the most shit to deal with.
Well, and then today when I found out, because I thought for sure my cancer was back 1000%. It comes back every 2 years like clockwork. It is, and I've been having problems pissing this and that. Anyway. But even as soon as I found out, like Marta even wrote me. She's like, "That's the most important thing, Rob." So and it's true. So I got health. You have to have health first to go forward. Anything else, But I have a long way to go.
Gotta have mental health proper too, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And also, here's the best advice I can give you, right? When you look in the mirror, every day when you look in the mirror, don't see the convict, Rob. See what Marta sees in you. You see that? It'll change your way of thinking. It'll change your way of looking at shit. And y'all work shit out, bro.
I appreciate it, man. I'm gonna end on that note.
Keep your head up, man. Stay in touch, all right?
Right on, Mike. Thanks.
Any motherfucker who been on the other side of the fence that's out here doing good, I'm proud of you. Keep it up. The struggle is real. And any motherfucker who fucking up, hey, man, people still love you, man. Get your head right.
All right, bro. Thank you.